There's no doubt that the Flintstones are one of the most beloved and iconic families in animation and television history. From the rise to the decline in recent years, from movies to TV shows to cameos in commercials to crossovers to vitamins to even their own cereal brand. But today, there is one hidden source of Flintstones media that really caught my attention as of recently, and I want to definitely talk about it here. So if you're new here and you like hidden gems like this, don't forget to leave a like, comment, and subscribe. Let's dive on in. So the hidden media from the Flintstones today that we will be talking about is the new Flintstone show. So a lot of you are probably asking, what is the new Flintstone show? Apparently the new Flintstone show was a canceled television spin-off, and it served as an updated version of the original series, The Flintstones by Hanna-Barbera. So you're probably asking, okay, what was the point of the show? Why was it going to be created, but all of a sudden it got canceled? Well, it turns out that back in 1972, there was a very popular spin-off called the Pebbles and Bam Bam Show. Pebbles and Bam Bam Show basically saw, Fred and Barney's children grow up into teenagers, taking on crazy hijinks episodes. So, Hanna-Barbera at the time were basically kind of in a gray area as to what Fred, Wilma, Barney, and Betty could do. So they wanted to make a whole new series, which is basically a modernized version of the Flintstones. In this, we basically saw Barney and Fred work as blue-collar construction men. Wilma and Betty basically were still housewives, dealing with their husband's shenanigans throughout the show. But the only difference would have been them in modern clothing, as well as them in a very modern setting. So, you're probably asking now, what happened? Why did the show get canceled? Well, sadly, it never saw the light of day, and it was swiftly canceled later to work on a new spin-off called The Flintstones Comedy Hour. And this was back in 1972, of course, through 1974. All that we have of this spin-off basically is concept art. The first one we see of Fred, he's kind of having a hard day from work. Wilma is going to be taking care of him, and Barney is there as well to accompany Fred. He's having a hard day. Then we have another one of Fred and Wilma and what looks like to be a cab driver. So they were going to get into a cab. It looks like Betty was there as well. Bedrock would have definitely been a city at this point. Then we have another concept art, which is Wilma, Fred, Betty, and Barney. They're all walking together. Again, just a very nice concept art. Seeing Fred in a suit right there is just really cool to see. Then we have another concept art of Barney and Fred working on the construction site. And you can see that Fred is diving into his lunch while he's about to get hit by a big wood plank from Barney. This is really nice to see. I really like a lot of this concept art that is being shown. And then we have another one of Fred and Barney hard at work. He's now carrying a piece of steel or maybe copper to support, support beams to support the foundation. And then lastly, the final concept art we have is of Fred, Wilma, Betty, and Barney in what looks to be, because at this time, bear in mind, in the 70s, Volkswagen was very popular. So you had the big hippie Volkswagen van, and then you had the Volkswagen Beetle, which if you've seen those, Punch Beetle, that's what those are. So again, this is really nice concept art. I actually would have liked to have seen this show be a thing. I think it would have been really nice, and it would have fit right in with a lot of the shows and a lot of the animated spin-offs that were happening at this time. You can make the argument that the new upcoming Bedrock series, which is in the works, could possibly have this same vibe, this same goal. But honestly, I feel like Bedrock just wouldn't be the same without Hanna-Barbera. To me, Hanna-Barbera is the heart and soul of the Flintstones. So let me know down in the comments below. Do you like all this concept art? Do you wish this would have been a thing? Do you think the Flintstones being in a more modernized setting in the 70s would have worked for them? Let me know down in the comments below. Don't forget to leave a like, comment, and subscribe, and turn on those post notifications. It really does help out the channel. Big love to you all, and peace out.